Hey guys, my name is Midel Thomas. Tonight I'm going to be telling my story, and this isn't supposed to be getting me sympathy or getting people to feel bad for me, but it's to kind of get people aware of what's really going on. And honestly, if you're in my position, I would tell you to tell someone. If you've ever been in my position, you know what it's like. You know how hard it is, and honestly, the more people we get watching this and get people preventing themselves from being in my situation, the better it is. So I'll start from the beginning. So I was 12 when this happened, and when I was about 8 years old, my parents separated, and that didn't really have an impact on me because I was young and I didn't really understand a lot of things. It was by the time I hit 11, 12-ish, I just kind of started doing my own thing per se. I stopped doing things that I enjoyed doing. I basically isolated myself from a lot of people. I wouldn't have considered myself to have a lot of friends because I was bullied in elementary school. So I turned my life from the real world to online, and that's where it really took a turn for the worse for me. So online, I used to use different apps like Kik, those online dating sites like Omegle, all those things. Just that way I'd have someone to talk to, since no one really wanted to talk to me, and I didn't really want to talk to other people in the real world. I just wanted it to be online. So during that time, I came in contact with an individual. I won't say his name or anything like that, but when we first started talking, he made me really trust him, and he basically opened himself up to me, but they turned out to be like all lies and everything. And then I told him basically everything about myself because I felt like, hey, I got a friend, I have someone to trust. Maybe like a couple months into that, things really escalated a bit, and it went from us talking to him wanting a romantic relationship. And me being, young and acting really dumb and kind of confused about what I really wanted, I was all for it, and I did it. And I wasn't proud of it. I'm still not proud of it. But the part that really got to me was the fact that I didn't really ask anyone. I just went ahead and did it. I didn't go to my parents or anything about, hey mom, hey dad, I'm talking to this person. Again, because I didn't really want to tell anyone that part. I didn't really want anyone knowing that what I was really doing or anything like that. So with that being said, during that relationship, he would ask me for nude photos, videos, and everything like that. And I did it. I did because I felt that he would leave if I didn't. And with me doing it, I paid a huge price for it because that went on for maybe about a year or two. And then my mom found out, and basically it's really complicated. It's just like all took a turn for like the worst of the worst. So in 2017, my mom got a call from the FBI saying that the individual I was talking to had a warrant. They had a warrant out for his arrest, and they arrested him and found pictures of me. Now, I was at school. I was in grade 11 when this happened, and they called the school, and they called the principal, and the principal called me down, and I didn't know what was going on. The principal called me down, and there was someone in his office. I didn't really take anything from that. But the person in his office looked at me, and then the principal said, okay, you can go back to class. This is during exam period, so I didn't really take note of it. And then when I got home that same night, my mom told me that, you remember the person that you were talking to online? And I said, I don't really remember, but she said that he was arrested by the FBI, and now they want to come interview you for your half on what happened. So that same June, they flew down, maybe June-ish, July, around there, and they interviewed me, and they had pictures on his computer. They showed me the pictures he had of me that he screenshotted when we used to have our conversations on Skype. They said, do you know who this is in your photo? And immediately I started crying because I knew that it was me. I had a necklace on in every picture, and it's a necklace I never take off. So they asked me what happened, and I told them what happened, my side of the story, that they would call it, and I gave them every detail of what happened. And they said that they have a case for him, and it wasn't only for me, but it was for another girl living in the States who actually filed a complaint because he threatened to kill her and her family. Now, going back to what happened and everything, every time I didn't send him a picture, he would threaten to expose me, as he would say. He'd say, oh, I'm going to send your pictures out there so everyone knows you're a whore, you're a slut, and everything. That was probably, like, really hard for me. It was really hard. Grade 11, second semester, I was ended up in the hospital because I did try to kill myself from this. They say suicide is not anything good or anything like that, but just knowing I did that and knowing all this was happening, I didn't really know what to do. And I didn't really have anyone to talk to about this because I was starting a new school and I didn't really have friends. So basically, I just kept to myself, and I cried myself to sleep every night because of everything I did, and I was ashamed of myself. So last year, I was given an email from my mom saying that he was officially charged with possession of pornography and for child exploitation, and they said that there was ideally going to be a trial happening. Now, the trial didn't happen. I didn't have to go to the States or anything, but they told me that I needed to create a victim impact statement, and in that statement I said that I couldn't hang out with friends, I couldn't do the things that I enjoyed. I basically stayed by myself all the time because I didn't like myself anymore. He's a horrible person for what he did to me and to the other girls and guys that he did this to, who knows however many there were. He basically ruined my life because I'm walking the streets every day knowing that I did this. Yeah, he may be in jail, but it doesn't change the fact that I made a very bad decision when I was young, and I can't ever take back that bad decision I made. So, with that being said, for all of you out there, I want you guys to be careful who you talk to online because you can end up in the same situation as me. If you are talking to people online, please be careful. I beg you, please. If you know anyone that's gone through what I have, then you know what I'm talking about when I say something like this really ruins your life. If you know someone that is struggling, try to help them. Don't try and make fun of them for the mistakes that they made, because we're all human at the end of the day. Yeah, some of the mistakes we make may have been stupid, but some of us really need help in this moment. Talking to someone. I did have the resources that I have today to be able to talk to someone. I think the many people that I have today, like my mom, for instance, I can tell I talk to her now. We talk about how I feel and everything, because that was the lowest of the lows I felt in my life. I'm slowly getting better, but it's hard every day. It is a challenge. Yeah, he may be in jail for 22.5 years, but that doesn't change the fact that I did what I did. So, for all of you at home, or for any of you guys watching this, please share with everyone. I really want this story to go out to people, especially those that are really struggling out here. And honestly, I just want people who do these things like he did, pedophiles and everything, I want them to go to jail, because they're really wicked people for what they do. They prey on us young children, prey on our vulnerability, gain our trust, and do all this crap to us. We really don't deserve this. If you're a boy or a girl out there, going through this, please know that you're not alone. There's people you can talk to. You have resources. Talk to someone. Don't go through this alone. I really beg you, don't go through this alone, because it's hard to do it by yourself. And honestly, talk to someone. If you don't think you can talk to your parents, talk to your siblings. If you don't have siblings, if you can't talk to your siblings like that, talk to a teacher. Talk to someone that you really trust and tell them, hey, this is what's going on. Because we're in a society whereby everything's about technology. The youngest child will have a phone, and half the time they don't know what they're doing on their phone. So I really want to prevent this from happening, and I really want to prevent that next victim to be getting victimized, because it's not fun. It's a hard road to recovery, and it all is torturing for you or for anyone that's going through it. It just really sucks, and it takes a toll on you, because take me, for instance, I went through depression. I tried to commit suicide. I landed myself in the hospital. I've had to talk to so many people about what's going on with me. I had to talk about my problems, because my mom and I myself felt that if this continued, or if I decide not to tell anyone, something bad could have happened to me. So, to end off this video, please share with everyone else. I want this to get as many views as possible, because I want people to know what's really going on in the world. I don't like the fact that everyone keeps things hush-hush. We're in a society where everyone wants to talk about things like the Me Too movement and all that. So please share with everyone. If you know someone going through this, please try and support them as best as you can. If you're going through this yourself, please find resources, find support that you can get to help you through this, because just know that you're not alone. No one's ever alone in these types of situations. So I'll end off this video by saying that I overcame this because I started talking, and I'm making this video today so that way people are aware of what's really going on in the real world. Thank you.